Okay, Rihanna, you're the bomb. She's like my second brain. I'm telling you, y'all should have an assistant. It's awesome. Okay, alrighty. So remember the two things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about visual, and we are going to talk about cultural. Okay, so the visual is fun. So let's talk about visual, and then how we're going to incorporate that into how we're going to incorporate visual into your culture. Okay, so comment below. I'm very, very curious what you use to create fun images for your Facebook campaigns. Okay, do you do stuff on PicMonkey? Are you one of those amazing people who knows how to use Adobe, Photoshop? Are you a Canva fan? I personally can do Canva. My son can do he's really good with Photoshop, so he does some things when I can't do them there. But we want to talk a little bit about just that visual part of it, okay? So comment below with what you are using and let us know what's working for you, okay? All right, so that's number one. Now, the next thing I want to know from you is what are you using in your post? That's a hashtag, okay? What hashtag do you use the most that works great for your company, okay? Can you comment that for me? So comment down below your hashtag that you like to use in your company. It might just be your company name. It might be a product. You might have some of your own branding already. So comment below with a hashtag that you use, okay? I had itchy nails this morning, okay? I love this. I love all your comments. You're so cute. Look at you, Beverly, and she just uses everything. She's all over it. Fair trade. Oh, awesome. Ruth Rihanna. Look at all the cool hashtags. Okay, so let's talk about visually what we want to do. So I would highly recommend that each of you have a brand or a logo. Now, I want us to be very real about this for a second, okay? And what does it really mean to have a brand or a logo? Because I'm just going to be real with you, okay? You are never going to be so big that something like a Nike Swoop, any of the Ford, any logo that is like really big and well known, and when you see it, like you don't have to see any letters, you're never going to get to that point. And you know what? If I were you, I wouldn't want to get to that point. That's like a bigger business, more people than you're ever going to manage in a way that you can keep things personal, okay? So that's really important to understand. The logo is, the goal behind your logo is to set you apart from the other people who sell what you sell, all right? Now, if you happen to know how many people are there who sell the same thing you sell, do you know how big your company is? Can you comment that number below? Is it 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 500,000? How many are there who sell your company the same, your products in your company, all right? So that kind of gives you an idea of why it's so important to set yourself apart. But you don't only set yourself apart with visual. We're also going to do it culturally, okay? And we're going to talk about that second. Look at that, 200,000. Awesome. Joy, you're the bomb. Thanks for sharing, darling. Keep sharing. We're so close to 100. I know we're going to hit that 100. And then we hit 150. We're going to give away 3. What am I giving away? So comment below brand. You're going to get 30 images, not just a list of questions. We have 30 images on national days, and they are the cutest little images ever. They're square. You can use them on Instagram, Facebook. They don't have my logo on them. You get to use them. So comment brand, okay? Second of all, share this. Comment shared where you shared it. And we're going to give away, you and I will have a 20-minute, and we're going to talk about your brand, either tweak what you've done before or give you some ideas if you've never branded, okay? When we get to 100, we're going to give away 2, and 150 will give away 3. Okay, so visually, you want to have a logo that represents you. Now, I would bet that most of you are graphic design artists, okay? There's probably a few of you that are. There are probably a few of you that are very artistic. There are probably a few of you that have a really good sense for that kind of thing. I'm not the most artistic person. I can be kind of clever. I can be somewhat creative, but I am not. I'm talking like I have no artistic ability whatsoever. I'm 110% okay with that. I have a lot of other talents, and you should be too. If you don't feel artistic, please don't feel bad about it. We're 98. Keep going, girls. We've got 2 more. Okay? Do your thing. So we use other, oh, we had 100. We're giving away 2, Rihanna. Awesome. Let's see if we can get 50 more, ladies. Okay, so you need to understand with every ounce of your soul that being artistic is not necessary to being successful, but that's when you learn how to use other people to help you, okay? So a logo can be something as simple as just some words in a simple little image. It can be a long line. It can be more like a square. There's a lot of different things it can be, all right? Now, you can do this in Canva, and it's really simple. And when you download it, there's a little checkoff box that says, have transparency. What I want you to do is use this logo on all your images, and it's really important to put that on there. Now, I don't want you to use your logo. Let me explain something very clear. Your face, that person you are, you're the one that sells. Not your logo, not Facebook, not any of those things. You sell. Your photo on your page and on your profile should always be you, okay? They buy from you as a person, as a human being. They know, like, and trust you. So that should always be your gorgeous face, okay? Your logo is simply going to go on all your images from now on, okay? It's going to be this little piece of branding. So the back of it's got to have a transparency so that when you put it on something, you know, if you've got this great picture of this dinner you made in your wild tree or your pampered chef, okay, and you've got your cute little, you know, cooking with Carrie down in the corner, then they always know that's you and that you have something really cool to share, all right? So you can do a chef's hat. There's all sorts of things you can do. But I really want you to think about those things you're passionate about, what you want to give people. I want you to think about that mission you have. Think about an image that goes with it. And then a fun other word that goes with it, your name, okay? Now, one of the things, I love to do things like 2 words that have the same first letter. So for example, my cute gal, Patty, she loves to go Patty Possible, and she's with Pampered Chef. And so she has those 2, the same letter with those 2 things. Sometimes there's a word that you're like, this is the word that means a lot to me, but that first letter is not the first letter of my name. So how am I going to do that? So what we do there is you take that word, and your thesaurus is your best friend, okay? So you go to the thesaurus, put that word in, put some other words in, and see if you can find one that's similar to your first name, all right? So that's something that's super, super helpful to your business, is to do those kind of things. But you want to come up with a fun little name that's just you, okay? 2 to 3 words, have your name in it, have something that represents what you do. And it can be both your mission and your product, all right? So let me give you another example. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is I want you to start thinking about hashtags. And I want to share this really, really fun story with you, okay? I was working with a gal named Helen, and a lot of times people would call her H for some reason, H, the first letter of her name. And then she had a product, she was selling Jamboree wraps, and there was always an exclusive set every month. And she wanted to set that post apart, and she wanted to have something that was just her. And so we started having some fun and brainstorming in what we call our question queen sessions. We had this really fun brainstorming session about what kind of hashtag could set her apart. So we took our H and we put it with that word exclusive. So then it said Hexclusive, and it was so cool to see the H-E-X. So Hexclusive, and we put a hashtag on it. We chose a really fun font, and on all those images, she started putting Hexclusive, and it looked so cool. And it absolutely set her apart and was just so neat. And every one of you can come up with something like that. Your hashtags need to represent you and what you do and just something fun. And it's just so important to really have fun and set yourself apart with those kind of things, all right? Hashtags can do a lot for your business. Now, let's talk about two other things. One of the things I would really encourage you to do is start getting really consistent with the colors and the fonts that you use. And so you want, what I encourage you to do, it's really cool in Canva. You can go to Canva and you can pick 2 to 3 colors and pick 2 fonts. I would pick one that's whimsical and one that's really easy to read and a little more simplistic. And you can set those as kind of your defaults in there, and you use those colors and those fonts over and over again. Now, let me tell you something. It's really, really important to understand that visually, you need to do your best to make it look really nice, okay? And there's different layouts. Always go to the examples they have. If you use the examples and then fill in the things that you have to put in, you will have a much more visually pleasing product than if you just start putting the stuff in there and trying to move it around and create it yourself. The other thing I've noticed in Canva is there's a lot of tutorials in there to help you with that artistic side, okay? Don't ever hesitate to learn from other people. I call it copy and tweak. When you see something that you like how that looks, you like how it feels, you like the visual part of it, take that and then add your stuff to it and look at what they do. Take time, look and see, is there transparency behind their words that makes it easier to read? What kind of font did they use? Did they use 2 different fonts? How did they layer it? What was smaller? What was bigger? Okay, look at the details, all right, and make it look really nice. But if you will start by picking 2 to 3 colors, picking 2 fonts, and staying absolutely consistent, then adding on your hashtag and your brands, you will see this nice flow. And let me tell you why you want to do that and some really cool perks of that. All right. So we definitely want to be using a Facebook page. We want to be using a Facebook group. And then occasionally you use your Facebook profile. Your profile is your name. Mine's Michelle Hess Withers. My page is Creative Success Systems. And my free group is hashtag CR8 Success. Okay. Those are my 3. And you have your 3 or maybe 2 of those. All right. Let me tell you the good news about Facebook. Facebook is doing so many awesome things for us when we show that our content gets engagement. And we're going to talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about the culture, okay? So we're talking a little bit about the visual. We're going to bring that together with the culture. In your Facebook group, it's really, really important to understand this. When you get engagement in your group, I promise you that Facebook is showing your posts in the news feed. It is showing your posts to the people who are in your group when you get engagement. If you go to your profile and you look at the first 10 to 15 posts, in your news feed. You just open your news feed like you would on your phone, your computer, and you start reading, you know, Susie had a baby, and oh, here's a post from this group, and here's a post from a page, and my mom, you know, showed this great dinner she made yesterday, and you have these different things, right? Okay, you are going to see out of about 15 posts, 2 to 3 of them are from groups. Facebook is putting group posts right in the news feed. Now, the only way to get them there, though, is to get engagement in your group, okay? So I want to know down below, comment on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 10, there we go. 1 being the engagement in my group is rocking, 1 being 0, there's no engagement. Let's see if I can talk here, okay? 1 being there's no engagement, 10 being it's rocking. Oh my gosh, I see it in my post my newsfeed all the time. I know it's going really well. Comment below the number of what's going on in your group right now. Alrighty, so you have your number. You have your number of where you're at. That can improve probably, okay? Now, what's going to be so cool is we get your colors, we get your fonts, we get your branding, then we increase your engagement, and it's just going to show up in their newsfeed over and over again. Now, if you have a page and you get engagement there, and I'm going to tell you a really simple way that is amazing how you can use a Facebook ad to stay in front of everyone who you've ever had engagement with. Okay, it's so cool, who you've ever sold to, anything like that. You're going to be absolutely amazed. It's so exciting. Okay, you're going to be able to keep that visual of you and your culture in front of them really well. All right. So there's a couple things you want to understand is that your brand, your culture, you want it to be all about reaching out and helping other people. Okay. You can feel, you can sense when you see posts about people's products when they are kind of making it all about them. When they're like, please just buy, please talk to me, please tell me you want my stuff. You can feel it, right? Okay, comment feel when you can feel the difference between someone who genuinely wants to help you and someone who genuinely, who is kind of making it all about them. Comment the word feel when you can feel that. So I'm going to help you today with some really cool ideas on how to make sure that you, your brand, your posts, your live, all your stuff about your business feels, how do I say it? Makes it people know that you care about them. Okay. So there's this really great book that we like, and it's called Youtility. Y-O-U-Tility. Okay. And this book has talked about how when we add value to other people's lives, when we make sure that we do everything we can to empower others, that people will see and feel that, it builds credibility and it builds trust. All right. And I want you to really understand this. Your people need you. You are a guru. Okay. You are a guru in something. Now, I have people, I love you gals who sell the oils, and it's really interesting to see. Some of you are these experts in helping kids with things like with autism and different situations like that they're facing. I see people with oils that are helping people who are pregnant, and there's all these like little specialties. Then I have my amazing Norwex gals, and they have reasons why they got into Norwex and ways to help people clean different areas and do things that cut down on chemicals in their home, and they have their areas of guru. There are people with Usborne, and they have their areas of guru, okay? No, secret groups, it wouldn't post in there. You'd have to make your group, you definitely have to make your group closed instead of secret. So secret, it wouldn't pop up. Well, I guess I don't know that for sure, but I doubt it. Not sure why your group is secret, but I'd probably make it closed if you can. Okay, so utility, one of the things that they have found is it's incredibly important to make sure we're sharing as much information as we can, not just trying to sell product, okay? And so this is really, really important. If you will take the time to always share wisdom. Now, I want you to comment below. What is that wisdom that you've obtained? You've read blogs, you have read the content your company has, you've read books, you have got Pinterest boards on it. What's that thing you've studied? What's that thing that you have really worked hard to reach out and share with people what you know? What is that thing that you studied? So comment below, what is your guru? Okay, what's that thing that you know that you know a little bit more than the average person? Okay, comment below with that. Now, I want you to take that. That might start being one of your hashtags. That might have something to do with your logo. That might play into that visual of what you're going to create all around your personal company, okay? Comment, beautiful skin, earthy person, love it, okay? Fashion, oh, so smart, okay? Nail care, all these things, and this thing called utility, what they found is people start to see over and over again when they have this place to come and get more information, whether they're helping people with their, kids' education or cleaning or cooking or safety, whatever it is that you want them to always think of you. When they need new jewelry to go with their clothes or going on a cruise, you want them to think of you. When their daughter's getting old enough, start wearing makeup and need some skincare and that little acne's coming out, you want them to think of you, okay? I want you to realize that you're not known for your product, okay? There's lots of people selling your same product. You are known because of what you give people. You are known because you've built trust. You are known because of the service you provide. Would you all agree with me on this? Okay. Do any of you have a store that you like? Okay. So in my area, there's a couple of Walmarts, and there's one Walmart I like to visit, and there's one I don't, okay? And why? There's a bad experience that happened there. The customer service is bad, okay? Do y'all have that store? Hit that like button, that love button. If you have that store, you're like, well, I like this store, but I only like to visit this particular store, okay? I want you to be the good store for your product, for your customers, okay? Does that make sense? This is really important to understand. You have got to set yourself apart, but I promise you it is not all done with just a logo, okay? So there's a couple fun ways we can do this. And I'm going to talk about in your group and on your page a couple things that I would be doing, all right? So number one, let's talk about your groups. Now, I would love for you to help each other out today, okay? There are 100 on here, and I would love to get 100 more. So first of all, share, comment shared, and tell us where you shared it, okay? Because people need this information, and we're going to give away some branding makeovers with me, okay? All right, but the thing I want you to do for each other is I want you to comment down below with your Facebook group link. Go and join another group, see what they're doing, get some inspiration, support each other, comment on some posts, help each other out, okay? Do a good deed today. Be that person that's a hero for someone, because it just takes a couple extra, people joining your group, and it just feels like you're doing something right, okay? So comment below with the name of your group, and then this is what I want you to understand in your group. your group needs to be this place where there's this constant wisdom coming from you, okay? I don't want anyone to ever leave your group. I want them knowing that when they're in your group, that your group is this amazing place to bond with people, okay? Group. All right, so there's this thing that we call a 5-day series, okay? In a 5-day series, there is some amazing ways to connect with people that you're absolutely going to love. It is so cool, okay? In a 5-day series, what we do there is, oh, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. We take one product. There's several different ways to do this. You can take one product and show 5 uses. What is that product that you carry that has 5 uses for it? There's several different ways to do this. Okay, what is that product that has 5 uses? Comment that down below. The next thing I want you to think about is one problem that you know some people have, and you have 5 different solutions for it. So let me give you a couple examples. One product would be like a Norwex paste, and there's at least 5. There's like 20, 100 things you can clean with the paste. But that paste has at least 5 uses. Whereas I have my people like my 31 gifts, my clever container. We're organizing, let's say, an area with toys, okay? And I know you have at least 5 products to help me organize my toy area, all right? Then we have things like there's 5 different situations you can use it in, okay? So what would that mean? 5 different situations you can use it in. So let's say Pampered Chef has this great thing where it keeps things cold, right? Well, they can use it for vegetables and salads and potlucks and all these different things, right? There's 5 situations it could be used in, okay? Sometimes it's 5 different body parts you can use it on. Sometimes the other thing I see work really well when it's a health and wellness product, sometimes there's 5 people in your life, and sometimes it only needs to be 3, but she won't always buy it for herself. If she's thinking about buying that oil, that product for herself, but she sees it can help with her husband, it can help with her kids, it could help with her parents she's taking care of, it could help a best friend. When she sees 3 to 5 people that it could help, 3 to 5 health issues, then that works, okay? There's multiple ways to find these 5 different things to talk about it. And you want to spread that out over a week. And we call it kind of the drip method. We drip, 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 right? And what happens is when we drip, 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 drip these different things, it is so amazing, because here's a rule in advertising that a lot of people don't understand, is that it takes 5 to 7 exposures before people take action. You don't want to jump all over and be doing different products every single day. When they keep seeing 1 use, 2 use, 3, then 5, and sometimes 7 uses for that one product, all of a sudden that price doesn't seem very big at all. It seems very affordable, very reasonable. Bring it on. I need that product. You will have people literally message you and say, I've got to get some of that, okay? Now, who is that? Who besides me is like, that is that is the dream, is that people message us and want to order products. Comment dream if you're like, that's the dream. The dream is having people message us. Okay, so I want you to envision this. We create this great post, and the post is going to have 3 things. It's going to have a great image or video. It's going to have your wisdom. And then we're going to add what we call a question. It's called a fun qualifying question. This is going to boost your engagement. This is going to show people we care about them. Okay, so let's say you do this great tutorial on lipstick. and you show them how to get an ombre lip and how to get a fuller lip and how to apply it without it getting all over, and how to get nice and smooth. And you do this great thing on lips, okay? You're always going to ask a question with it, and you're going to say, hey, I'm curious, how many days a week do you typically wear lipstick? That's what's called a one-button response. It's between 1 and 7. They comment on it. You get more engagement. That thing about lipstick shows up in the news feed. And tomorrow you have one about how to make it, kissable and it doesn't come off. Another day you have all these tips on lipstick that week. They comment on one. Guess what happens? So I was helping this gal with a grilling pan with Pampered Chef. She had her first day. It was about vegetables. I commented onions was my favorite vegetable to grill. The whole rest of the week, every post, I never commented again, showed up in my news feed. I saw her one about grilling peaches and pineapple. I saw it on paninis. I saw all of them the whole rest of the week because I had commented on literally just one post on her Facebook or on her group. Okay, this is powerful stuff. You've got to put stuff in your group that gets engagement and is an added value. Okay, can you all feel that? Okay, comment groups if you're like, I am ready to get my group on. Okay, this is revolutionary, and there's other things we add to your group that helps engagement, but this is the core of it. All right, now on your Facebook page, let's talk about pages and your culture there. One of the things you want to do, we definitely want to do 5-day series there. Sometimes people do the same one and they're grouping on their page. Sometimes they take the one from a page and maybe a week or two later, then they post that on your page, okay? You don't need to create 2 sets of content. Just use one from your group on another week or use the same stuff, okay? You don't need to reinvent the wheel, promise, okay? But there's this thing on your Facebook page now that is amazing. It's called a note. Okay, and this note is absolutely the coolest thing ever. I've had so many people tell me that the webinar, there's a note on your Facebook page, and it is the possibility. Seriously, I'm so excited I can't even get my words out. Okay, it looks just like a blog, and they get all saved together. So instead of it being a post that just gets pushed down, all these notes get saved together, and there's several things you can do. You can have this big, bold, beautiful title. You can write different pieces of content there. And let me tell you a couple hints about blogs. One of the things I've learned about blogs is you want to have a couple paragraphs. In each one of those paragraphs, you want to have like a little header to the paragraph, okay? You want those to be very clear, very precise. People can scan the headers and they go, oh, that looks like there's some interesting information. Then they go back and they'll read like the first line of the paragraph or a couple lines. You want to keep the paragraph short, but you can create some amazing content in there. You can embed YouTube videos in there and they automatically play there. And it doesn't send them to YouTube. It keeps them right there on the note. You can hyperlink. So let's say you said, these are my 5 top products for Norwex that you need for spring cleaning, okay? Or just 5 tips on spring cleaning. That would be better. 5 tips on spring cleaning. And you put 5 tips, but you said, ooh, we have this great product that helps you do this. You put the product, you put the name of it, you can highlight it, hyperlink it, and it would go right to your website where they could buy that product, okay? I am so excited about these notes, I can hardly contain myself, because then you can also put an image at the top. What are we going to put on that image at the top? We're going to put something about the topic below and add your logo to it, okay? These can be shared in groups on your profile. They look amazing. I am so excited about what these are going to do for your page. I can hardly contain myself, okay? Notes are going to be your new best friend because I've had people talk to me about blogging. And you know what? Having a whole different website for a blog, and then a website where they order your products, and then your social media stuff, that's a lot for you to manage. And I just kept going, oh, I don't know. I'm kind of concerned about this because it's not where you buy your products at the same time. Okay. This is going to be amazing. You can vlog if you only want to do videos. I don't love to write. I have other people help me write. Okay. That's okay. You can put vlogs there. You can still put the titles. You can put little tips there. It's going to be awesome. Has anyone used a note? Can you comment note below? Let's see, jewelry example, please. Couple lady asking. Oh, jewelry example. Oh, jewelry is so simple. I love jewelry. Did you know I sold jewelry in another life? Okay, jewelry is super fun. So we just want to ask things. Jewelry questions are things like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to you to have jewelry on when you go out the door? Which do you wear the most often? You know, necklaces, earrings, bracelets. How many days a week do you wear earrings? But your added value are things like talking about face shapes. Okay, so I have a really round face. My long dangly, you know, hoops or just dangle earrings elongate my face and give me a little bit longer neck. Okay, so you want to do face shapes and earrings, necklines, and what kind of necklaces to wear. There's so much you can do for jewelry. Lots and lots and lots and lots you can do for jewelry, okay? That could be a note, which is like a Facebook blog. Okay, or yeah, okay? You following me here? Does this make y'all like getting this? So we want it visual. You want your logo. You want to create one, okay? Now, we're going to have what's called a branding boot camp. And one of the things I'm going to talk about, we're going to have, is going to be over 2 different days. We're going to do it 2 weeks in between, and we're going to give you some assignments, and you can come back and we're going to do this huge brainstorming session with me. It's going to be so much fun, okay? So what we're going to do here is, one of the things I'll talk to you about in this is there's a thing called Fiverr, and you can spend 10 to 35 bucks on someone else helping you with a logo. So realize that there are ways very, very, very inexpensively to have somebody else help you with your logo if that's not your thing, okay? There are ways to do this. I want you to be really, really excited and hopeful about this because it's going to be super cool. All right. Kelly says, doesn't blogging take a whole lot of time? You know what, Kelly? That's a great question. Sometimes it does. It depends on you. It depends on if you love to write. It depends on the content. But I promise you, you know a lot of things about your product. You know a lot of things about that thing that your product does, okay? And just getting that out or doing a quick video and even using the text from the video you create or live, it takes a lot of time at first to get used to it, but you can also set a timer and go, this is how much I'm going to put on here. I'm going to be done. That's what I'm going to put out there. You learn to discipline yourself and not spend a lot of time. But what's going to happen in this book, Utility, they talked about when people went to his website, and what happened was the market crashed and there wasn't a lot of money. He was doing pools. So he started blogging about pools, everything he knew, because people came there for information. They bought from him. I want you to be that place people come for information. So maybe you add 1 blog a week or maybe twice a month, but you'd be surprised over a year how much content will be there and how much value you'll add, and then how much more credibility you'll have. So just realize this is something that it's a drip, drip, drip. You don't sit down and write 10 blogs in a day, okay? It's one at a time. It doesn't look like a lot at first, but it will add up. It'll be awesome. You'll love it. So give me some love, Kelly, if that makes sense. Okay, so I want you to hit that love button when you hear the thing that you're most excited to put into your own personal brand. Okay, so first of all, I want y'all to have your own logo. And something in there definitely needs to have your name in it. Something about your personal mission or the products you sell, okay? Next is you need to pick some colors. So you're going to pick some colors and 2 fonts, about 3 colors, 2 fonts, and you are going to start using those over and over consistently so people know that's you when they see it, all right? Hit that love button if that's what you're going to do. All right, the next thing is you want to build some amazing culture, okay? In your Facebook group, we want to have 5-day series, 5 to 7 day series. Then on your in your Facebook page, we want to start building notes. We want to start showing people the content that we have. And we always want to ask questions. Let me help you understand this. Some of you may not be connecting the dots. When you have the visual, then you have the content, and we're asking questions. People are going to comment on things. This is what we do, okay? And I want you to hit $ and put comments down below when this all of a sudden hits you. When people comment, or when people message you, which happens sometimes, and say, I need to buy that. But when people comment, you can move it to a private message, and I have a whole system on how to message them correctly and turn that into sales and double your sales per person. When you get comments, that starts conversations. The way you sell in this industry is to talk to people. This will start more conversations than the kind of show and tell, Vanna White thing that most people are trained to do. We're taking this to a whole new level. We are getting close and personal with people. We are having conversations with people because they can see you are the person to trust, okay? So comment $, when that just hit you, you're like, oh, okay. Because no, branding doesn't make you money. Blogging doesn't make you money. It builds credibility so people comment or message you. Then you work your magic and you turn that into sales. Does that make sense? You've got to understand this. And as soon as you accept this and then approach it differently, there is no way to post, get people to go to your website and buy $1 million in product without ever having to talk to them. That doesn't happen, okay? There is absolutely no way around that. There's no magic post. There's no magic message. There's no magic anything that gets enough people to go to your website and buy without talking to you. That's not what happens. Everybody with me on that? Hit that love button if you're like, oh yeah, duh, okay. We all want that to happen. But this helps you know who to have conversations with. Because you're told all the time, go message this many people a day. And you're like, okay, message this many people a day and say what? Okay, I'm going to tell you, you're going to know who to talk to. You're going to know what to talk to them about. And we have the most beautiful, amazing messaging program for you to help you take your business to a whole new level. You will literally double your sales per person with the messaging part of this, okay? So you are going to love what this does for you. Your visual and your culture together will make it so more conversations will start, and you're going to build a business. You're going to find new hostesses. You're going to find new recruits. You're going to have a very strong, loyal customer base with amazing repeat sales. Can you see if you have those 3 things happening on a regular basis? Are you ever going to feel like your business has died? No, right? It's going to be awesome. All right, so I want you to comment this word. If you need this information, if you know these are the things you need to master in your business, and you want to know step by step how to do this, I want you to comment the word grow, G-R-O-W. Comment the word grow if you're like, I am ready to get this going. I know this is what I need. This makes sense. I need this for my business. Linda says, can notes be back scheduled, or is it only on the current date? You know what? That is a great question, and I'm going to be 110% honest with you that I don't actually know. Okay? Karen says, how many notes can you have? Or is it one note just adding to each at a time? From what I can see, there's unlimited amount of notes you can have. And on your Facebook page, you know, you have like events, and you have groups it's connected to, and there's a whole section that has notes. So it stays all there in one section. You can share it as a post, but it doesn't just like fall down into all the other posts. It stays in a section. You can click on notes and people can open that up. Okay. But I honestly don't know, Linda, if they can be back scheduled. There's not really a reason to schedule them necessarily, because you can always share it as a post later. Any of them, you can reschedule them, even or repost them, reshare them, even after they've been made. Okay, like years later. All right. So comment below. I love all the dollar signs. I love it. Comment below, grow, if you know that this is what you need for your business, because we really want to help you take it to the next level. So let me tell you about 2 things that we have for you. Well, 3 technically. So first of all, we have an amazing program. I mean, an absolute amazing program. It's what we have is we have tons of videos, tons of PDFs on lots of things, on your mindset. And did you know your mindset is definitely one of those things culturally that is so important. People want to see you happy and positive and inspiring, and that's really, really important in your business, okay? Then we have stuff on sales. We have stuff on social media. So another couple other things that we're going to help you with that we couldn't totally go into today are things like your lives. You want to have a consistent schedule of when you go live. You want to have at least once a week that people can count on, and then you can do a couple others during the week. All right, so your lives, and we have this beautiful, very simple little script that you fill in. You add some questions, and I have seen people over and over again literally increase the number of comments they get by 1,000%, okay? Hey, we're going to be doing the drawing for our branding makeover here in just a few minutes, okay? So hang with us. And we're going to be giving away 2. I'm so excited. All right, then we have, okay, so we have videos and PDFs on mindset, sales, Facebook groups, Facebook pages, lives, this thing, automated messaging. Here's another thing that you can create in your culture. You can send a message out when this thing is called ManyChat, ManyChat. And on your Facebook page, you can get what are called subscribers to ManyChat. You can create a culture of sending a message out and reaching out to people on a monthly basis with specials, with tips and tricks, and you will see an amazing amount of growth you can have by this consistent message, and it gets delivered to their inbox on Facebook. And it's not a group message, and it comes from your Facebook page instead of you, and it looks really professional. We're going to teach you about automated messaging. When you comment below, you got a message from Creative Success Systems, right? It's awesome what you're going to get back, okay? All right. There is stuff on recruiting, stuff on team building. There's tons of stuff there. We have what's called trial membership. It's $14.97 for 30 days. It's half price. So normally it's $29.97 a month. You get your first month for half price. You can cancel before the second month, but most people don't because there's so much content in there. It's amazing. So you can get your first month for $14.97. When you commented brand and then message back, you did get that information. So be sure and reply back to that, and you'll have that link, and then Rihanna will also put it in the comments here. The next thing we have is our branding boot camp. Okay, and we want to help you walk through this. We want to help you pick your colors. We want to help you create some hashtags. We want to help you brainstorm about what you could do for your logo. We want to help you create 5-day series. We want to help you decide on themes for your notes, for your blogs on your Facebook page, okay? So there's going to be 2 2-hour sessions in July, and it is, if you're not a member of our program, okay, it's $97. When you are a member of our program, it's only $57. And so the link is there if you're not a member for $97. But everyone who signs up for the camp in the next 48 hours, so it's $97 if you're not a member, $57 if you are, when you sign that up. We are going to give you what we just had last week. It was our summer engagement camp. And what we did is we created amazing content for July, August, and September. It's about 10 hours of video on things you can do to post in your Facebook profile, in your group, on your page for just those specific months. We did things like mini chat and all sorts of things. So we're going to give you that for free when you sign up for our messaging bootcamp. That was a $67 value, okay? The other thing we do are what are called Question Queen sessions. And those are with me in a small group. And what we want you to do is you're going to click on a button that says Chat with Michelle if you're interested in that. Now, the other thing I want you to do is comment chat below. Do you want to have a chat with me? Do you want to find out which program is the best fit for you? Comment chat below. And what we're going to do is send you a link to find a 20-minute session with me. Now, if you're not even ready to start the trial program, at least do the $14.97, it's not the right time to have a chat. Let's wait till you are working your business and you know you're at least ready to start watching some videos. But if you are at least ready for that and you want to talk about other programs we offer, then comment chat and we'll find the perfect thing for you. Okay? All right. Now, we are going to be sure and comment with any other questions you have. I'm going to be answering some that Royanna has sent me, and then we're going to announce our winners, and if you have any other questions, let us know. Kelly, is PP Passion Party, PNP, that Passion Parties? I'm not sure which company is Kelly with. Can you help me, Royanna? Linda says, can note. Oh, we have all those questions answered. Okay. So, Royanna, give us our two names. You do have to be present to win. So, drum roll, we're going to give away 2 20-minute branding sessions with me. And who are our lucky winners today, Miss Royanna? Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you getting the word out. We are working so hard to change the culture in the direct sales industry and help people know how to do this and do this well and correctly. Those names are coming up. The other thing, there's a couple other things is that as Royanna's pulling those names, first of all, if you're watching this, go up and click that follow button, okay? Click that little, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I guess it's a bell. It looks like a Christmas tree to me. Click on the on for get notifications so you know the next time we go live. We have free webinars almost every Monday. There's a few like, have a kid thing going on or family vacation, but most Mondays. Next Monday, we are going to be doing an amazing one on what the top leaders think, say, and do. And we'd love for you to join us on that. So be sure and click that button and get signed up for our next webinar about what leaders think, say, and do. Okay, so click that on button. The other thing is joining our free group, our Create Success group. All right. Oh, there they are. Oh, the boot camp dates. Okay, our 2 winners. For some reason, your messages aren't coming up on Facebook or on the computer and some here. So, Dacia Bolton Bates, D-A-C-I-A. Please forgive me if I said it incorrect. D-A-C-I-A. And Shanda Parker. Please let us know if you're here. Okay, so the dates. Let me tell you the dates. I know the dates. They are July 16th and 30th from 8 to 10 p.m. They're Mondays, the 16th and 30th of July, and they are 8 to 10 p.m. All righty. All right. Are they there? The comments aren't working for me. Of course, things just kind of shut down. Yes, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yes, 8 p.m. Eastern. Alrighty. Any other? Will there be replays? Yes, absolutely, Heidi. That's a fantastic question. It's all recorded. So you can be there and brainstorm with us, or you can watch them after. Absolutely. Those of you who are members, you know who you are. If you're spending the $29.97 or your coached client, I'll be putting the link for you in our members group for the $57 price. So those of you who are members, they get a discount, and you can become a member by starting that trial membership. Okay. Let's see. Yay, Dacia's, is it Dacia? Am I saying it anywhere close to right? Yay, and do we have Shanda Parker? Shanda, are you here? Okay, so Royanna will send you my calendar and you can sign up for a 20-minute session. I'm going to be really, really real with you. After you sign up for one, if you don't attend, you're not going to be able to sign up for another block because you took a block of time somebody else could have had. Okay, so you do need to, you know, sign up and then hold that appointment. We have people that don't show up. We don't understand that. Oh, this is great. Is there a formula to choosing the colors that are best? One of the formulas I know is that you always need to make sure your 3 colors, there's 2 different ways. You need to do them very monochromatic and there's not a lot of change, or you make sure each one of those has one of the primary colors. What I mean by that is you might have purple and then blue, and then you want to have either yellow or green, something with yellow or green in it so that it balances out. Or you have all of them in like one little pie piece of your color wheel, and it's monochromatic. You go either direction that way. So, you know, pick colors. It could be close to your team color, or excuse me, your company colors, colors you like. But those are some ways to kind of pick some, a variety of colors are some of the tips. Okay. Good question. Love it. All right. Any other questions? Look at everybody. Okay. Did Chandra pop on? You're welcome, Paula. Did we see Chandra? Do we need to pick another name? Shanda, not Chandra. Sorry, I'm putting extra letters in there. Shanda. Oh, I'm so glad, Cynthia. All right, we're going to draw another name, and it's always a name that I can't say. Alexis. Yes, you can definitely rewatch this video. And, or if you're talking about the camps, you can rewatch those. I'm not 100% sure, Deanna, which one you're talking about. But yes, absolutely. All the above. Okay, Alexis, and it's C-E-P-U-K, oh, C-E-P-U-K-A. How in the heck do you say that? Somebody help me out here. Oh, she's there. Yay. Oh my gosh. I really am sorry, Alexis, that I can't just quickly send out your last name. But you won. Yay. Look at our drums. Woo. Yay, Alexis. Yay. Good girl. All right. Last thing we want to share with you is we love to do team trainings. Okay. So if you have a team, now this is the thing. We like there to be at least 1,000 people invited. So if you have 100 and you have a couple other friends that are leaders, and between all of you, you can invite 1,000. We know 1,000 won't come. We know about 100 will come when 1,000 are invited. Okay. So you can comment team if you would love to host a team. Like, so you can do it specific for your company. So if you want to do paparazzi, you want to do pampered chef, you want to do Norwich, you want to do damsel in defense, whatever you want to do, we would love to do that. So just comment team below if that's something you'd like to know more about, and we'll connect you. We'll find a date for you and make sure that you have at least 1,000 that can be invited. I'm excited too, Alexis. We're gonna have so much fun. Alrighty. So comment team below if that's something that you'd like to do with us. All right, get signed up for our next webinar. Be sure and reply back to the message you got when you commented brand. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Look at all the teams. I know when we have fun, we'll do some amazing. What company are you with? You could put that too. Janae and Heidi, which companies are you with, darlings? We would love to do team trainings for you. We did one for paparazzi last week, and boy, we had so much fun. It was crazy fun. All right, anyone else? It's going to be awesome. All right, any other questions you saw, Rihanna? Can everybody give Rihanna a big high five? She's like the bomb. And you know what? Just on a personal note, because I believe in the power of numbers and prayer. So my sweet brother, who I adore with all my heart, he's having he has a brain tumor they're removing. They don't think it's cancer, but anyway, if you have an extra lemongrass, let's do it, Heidi. If you have an extra prayer for my sweet brother, please put that out there, because you know what? There's strength in numbers, and I believe in miracles and things. It's all going to work out, but I hope he heals quickly. So send some love his way if you have a little extra prayer. Appreciate it. Thanks, Beverly. You're awesome. Hey, gorgeous Vicky. I know Rihanna does rock. Absolutely, Carrie. I agree with you 1,000 million times over. Thanks for the prayers, Kelly. You're the bomb. Have a great day. We're going to be messaging a lot of you. I can't wait to chat with you, and we will see you soon. Remember, there's always someone waiting to meet you. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.